Hello and welcome into this edition of Cronkite Sports Live. I'm Alex Gaul, and the guy sitting next to me is Tyler Mannion. It's been a big week in ASU athletics, and we've been all over the country to cover it all. We'll start with some breaking news, though, from Arizona State football. According to the Arizona Republic's Jeff Metcalf, ASU starting quarterback Jaden Daniels will be a game-time decision for tomorrow's game against USC, and that's some big news, Emmy. It's quite possible the Sun Devils could return to the Guard U glory of just 2 seasons ago. You can catch the game tonight on ESPN2 at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. Now we'll move things over to the ASU women's basketball team, which opened their season on Tuesday with a big victory over Air Force. We now bring in Gabby Ducharme to break that one down. Gabby, this is a young squad that's led by freshmen and sophomores. What was their impact in the first game? Yeah, Chris, this weekend is huge for the Sun Devils, both on and off the court. We now bring in studio analyst Griffin Peters. And Griffin, ASU hosts Senior Day on Sunday. What is the impact of this year's senior class? Thanks so much, Gareth. ASU football is still looking to establish a long-term foothold amongst the top teams in the country. But on the same day they lost to the OSU Beavers, another ASU athletic team claimed their 4th straight national championship. Dynasty? I think yes. Here's our Peyton Gallagher with the story on ASU women's triathlon. Zahid Valencia was suspended indefinitely from the program for failing a drug test. According to the Arizona Republic, Valencia tested positive for a recreational drug, not a performance-enhancing drug. Without Valencia, ASU lost their final regular season dual match 22-9 to North Carolina. Valencia's status for the NCAA championships in March and the U.S. Olympic trials in April is still uncertain. Yeah, and Michael, there's a lot of turnover on this team outside of the goalie situation as well. Who are some freshmen to look out for, both on the blue line and up front as well? Their team sheet shows a lot of similarities to a lot of fringe teams in the NCAA tournament from last year. What does the ASU team need to do this year to make sure they make the tournament? Now, Jacob, it is time for the way it is. 3 questions, robust debate, and the winner gets to rant. So, Jacob, true or false, the Sun Devils will finish atop of the Pac-12 regular season standings?
I would love to disagree with you, Tyler, but judging from what I saw in Salt Lake City last week, I don't think they're going to get 30 points. Maybe they get three touchdowns and a field goal, 24. That seems like a safe bet. But 30 and a 60 overall, no, that's not going to happen.
But what is speed on a basketball court, and how do we quantify it? Obviously, we can measure 40 times and time from baseline to baseline, but on a team level, the best way to measure speed at which a team wants to play is through fast break points. The more fast break points, the faster the team's style. You see, there's something peculiar about Arizona State women's basketball this season, and that is their speed.
But as much as ASU football's coaches and players might say that the temperature at game time didn't and doesn't matter, the metrics show otherwise. Yeah, that's right. I'm becoming a meteorologist for the day. And my forecast, when the weather is under 70 degrees, ASU's offensive efficiency hits a cold front.
From one football to the other kind of football, Marlene Schimmer, the pride of Mainz, Germany, going for the goal! Sun Devils, and it's a 5th goal of the season for Marlene Schimmer. It's an absolute screamer from outside the box. And that's good enough for our number 1 play of the game. ASU did lose in that game 2-1, though, to USC.
What a goal. We'll move to ASU football. There wasn't many highlights in this one, but Frank Darby likes his tea sweet. Well, Tyler, he also likes his toes tapped on the sideline. 12 yards and a first down with one of 4 completions on the day for ASU total, but that was definitely the best one. Alex Gaul catching up post-game with ASU guard Remy Martin, where ASU just defeated Central Connecticut State in regulation time. Remy, you had 14 points tonight, one of 5 Sun Devils in double figures. How did it feel to get a first home victory here this season?
Man, I'm all about wins, so it feels great. We played a great game. You know, Rob played a great game. As you said, you know, multiple guys in double figures. So everybody did well. Everybody contributed to the win and want to get us going.
Your team also had 19 assists on 29 made field goals. What's the key to ball movement like that?
Trusting each other. We all trust each other. We do it in practice every day. We push the ball. We make the right play. And we trust each other to make the shot. So it's all about trust and the chemistry.
Yeah, you pick up your first victory of the season tonight after that tough loss in China against Colorado. Yeah. What's your message to Sun Devil Nation on the season ahead?
Don't give up. Don't give up. I mean, we're going to still play as hard as we can. You know, it was just one loss, but at the end of the day, we got about 29 games left, and we're just going to fight hard. We're going to put on a show, and we're going to get some wins.
That's ASU guard Remy Martin. For Cronkite Sports, Alex Gaul signing off from Desert Financial Arena. Alex Gaul catching up post-game with Alonzo Verge. Alonzo, you had 24 points, a big explosion for you in the second half. What were you seeing from their defense?
I was just taking what they were giving me. I seen my shot was going on, and when my shot going on, it's very hard to stick because I can take it to the basket as well, and I was just getting my teammates involved. My team was trusting me. Kamani Lawrence, he started it off by hitting those big threes in the beginning of the game, and then that just got contagious with the whole team.
Now, Alonzo, this isn't the first time that ASU fans have seen you explode like this. 30 points against St. Mary's in the second half earlier this season. How do you keep the momentum going after a performance like that?
Just consistency, same routine. Do whatever I did before the game, this next game, and just keep it going.
You guys have USC coming here to the bank on Saturday evening. What's it going to take to get the job done against USC?
Exactly what we did tonight. Play together as a team, make shots, and we're going to be just fine.
Still in search of bowl eligibility, ASU football trekked up to Corvallis on Saturday for a date with the Oregon State Beavers. But those high hopes would be chopped down for the third straight week as the Beavers used an offensive explosion to narrowly edge the Devils 35-34. It wasn't a lack of offense that doomed the Devils, with Jaden Daniels notching his fourth 300-yard passing performance of the season. Rather, it was a late-game decision that sealed ASU's fate. Points and touchdowns weren't at a premium in Saturday's ball game, with both offenses combining for a total of 10 touchdowns in the contest. But when ASU needed points the most, they went for the risky gamble of going for the lead instead of going for the tie. Inside the final 2 minutes, Daniels found star wideout Brandon Ayuk for his third touchdown pass of the night, setting up a tie game barring the extra point. But that's where things took a turn, because head coach Herm Edwards decided to go for two. The conversion failed, but Herm didn't back down from his decision.
If you kick it, you still got to stop them from scoring. I told the football team, I said, I'm not playing to lose, man. We fought uphill this whole game. When we got in there, I told them, I said, when you score, so we're going for two. I don't second guess myself on that one.
The Sun Devils had their chances throughout the ball game, tying the score 4 separate times, but they never took the lead as Oregon State kept finding ways to get back in front. Beaver quarterback Jake Luton nearly tallied 300 yards of his own and gave ASU secondary fits all evening.
Just trying to get the slump we in. Just trying to just work the details every day. And trying to just get the details perfect for the game, so when we come in the game, we can perfect everything. Not start out slow, not have these big mistakes.
The loss drops ASU to 5-5 on the season and keeps them, at least for the moment, out of bowl contention. But for now, reporting in Corvallis, Oregon, Alex Gaul, Cronkite Sports.
3 minutes to go in overtime. Arizona yet to score. Martin, another deep bomb! 28 points!
When he walked onto campus as a freshman last year, ASU basketball's Remy Martin was a highly rated yet little-known figure in the ASU community. A 6'1" guard from California, Martin took Tempe by storm last season, becoming a fan favorite through his high-energy play and tenacious defending.
When it's time for me to score and change the game, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just one of those guys that will just try to do whatever I can, whether that's scoring or bringing energy, playing defense, picking up the ball. I just try to be a complete player and help our team win.
For Martin, playing basketball at the college level was a lifelong dream, one that started when he was just 2 years old and he started sinking hoops into the trash can.
When he was missing all his bottles because he didn't know where it was, and then one day I walked into his room and he was like shooting it in the trash can and it falls back to sleep. Looked all the trash can and underneath the furniture, it's all there.
Martin grew up in California as the son of Mary Ann Macaspak, who immigrated to the U.S. from the Philippines in 1980. Growing up, basketball was a big part of Remy's life, but even more important, his Filipino-American heritage.
Being in that type of culture, it's all about a family culture, and I wear a wristband actually on my leg that just kind of reminds me of all the things that they sacrificed, especially my parents, my sisters.
Remy's bond with his family goes well beyond the basketball court. Martin takes part in many of his family's Filipino traditions, which inspired him to be grateful for what he has and to use his platform to be a leader for his family and for his teammates.
She taught me a lot besides basketball. She taught me how to be a better human being. It has a lot to do with my leadership on the court, is that I take things like family gatherings and how we converse with each other and I take that on the court, and it works perfectly.
That development into a leader hasn't gone unnoticed. ASU head coach Bobby Hurley sees Martin's development into a pass-first point guard as a hallmark of his leadership ability.
Remy's always had great charisma, personality, and as the point guard, natural kind of leader out there on the floor. You have the basketball so much. This year I think he's just taken another step in his development, and his role has gotten a little bit bigger, and he's really looking for his teammates in addition to finding his own scoring opportunities.
Now in his second season as a Sun Devil, Martin has many high hopes for his future, including making it to the NBA, playing for the Filipino national team, and using his resources to give back to his family's heritage.
In the Philippines, you don't have all this luxury. He has so much shoes and clothes. He says, Mom, let's send it in the Philippines. So him and my husband actually had put that together, put them on boxes, and shipped it in the Philippines.
Yeah, people see me as a passionate guy and an energetic guy, and I guess I got that. I guess it goes through a Filipino heritage.
Remy Martin, a winner on the court and a leader in life. In Tempe, Alex Gaul, Cronkite Sports.
As Jamie Rudin goes up for the tip, and we are underway here at Desert Financial Arena. ASU controls. Riley Richardson with the ball, the point guard, with a great assist-to-turnover ratio this season. ASU this season going to look to push the pace a little bit more. Takes a three. That one's off the back iron from Taya Hansen. Hansen last year didn't shoot a ton. 4 of 11 from deep last year. 243 percentage, 24%. As the ball goes to Air Force for their first possession.
Yes, the three. Estea, that's her game. Shooting three. She had big threes last year, in fact.
An offensive rebound from Kaylin Immel, and ASU finally able to control as they look to push the pace now. Riley Richardson up the left wing. Going to the basket, it's a bit too long. And a rebound goes to Air Force. Haley Jones pulls it down, the 6-foot sophomore guard. Immel brings it across the timeline. Looks to slow down the offense. Air Force a little bit deliberate here with their offense. Comes towards the center. Emily Conroe.
Yes. Look like playing with 4 out, 1 in.
Takes the shot from the right wing. Camry Heath drains it. For the first 2 points of the ball game, just under a minute into this one. Just over a minute into this one is Kiara Russell. Kiara Russell brings it across half. Van Hefty lost it, but it was off of the Falcon player Emily Conroe, so no backcourt violation. Riley Richardson dribbles towards the center, kicks it. Taya Hansen, Euro step into the lane, and she is fouled. Will go to the line for 2 shots.
Number 0, Hallie Jones for Airfall Fowler. And Taya Hansen, who's going to have the opportunity to score the first 2 points for the Devils tonight.
Hansen played a little bit off the bench last season, played in all 33 of Arizona State's games, only averaged, though, 2.4 points per game. Her first free throw is in the air, and it is good. It's the first point scored for the 2019-20 season for Arizona State. Second one in the air, and it is switched through. Only shot 36% last season from the free throw in a very small sample size, Albert. Comes towards the center. Into the low post, and that's an and one. A strong move to the basket towards the middle from Riley Snyder, the 6-foot sophomore. And Air Force going to shoot one from the line. Snyder shot up and no good. Rebounded by Riley Richardson.
She's pushing Kiara to finish. Nice fast break.
Really good fast break there from Arizona State. It's something Charlie Turner-Thorne said she wanted her team this season to do much more of. She said it might lead to a couple more turnovers. But pushing the pace is something they're going to put a premium on this season. They have the players to do it and the speed to do it this season. Takes a shot, a long one, and that one is no good off the front iron from 32. 23, Riley Snyder. Rudin fakes the shot, steps into the elbow. Rudin for 2.
She just got the rebound and now she is scoring.
And ASU with a quick full court press gets the ball back off a miscue. The first turnover for the Air Force Falcons. ASU looking to push the tempo already, Sophia. What have you seen from them so far?
I say they are playing fast. They are defending full court, trying to pressure Air Force and get like a quick turnover from them, which was working, as we can see at the previous play.
So some subs already for Arizona State. Javea Tapley, the grad transfer from USC, steps into the ball game for the first time as a Sun Devil. Ebony Walker also in for the Sun Devils, as well as Irish Mimbolito. Hand check foul. Rather, a double dribble called on Arizona State as they go for a wholesale change here. Brianna Sanders also in, as well as Sarah Bajetti.
The Devils still pressuring on the backcourt.
Kaylin Immel got past the full court press, now pressured by Ebony Walker up top. Gets a pass down low, and it's a nice pass and score for Air Force Falcons. Emily Conroe from Fredericksburg, Virginia, gets her first 2 points of the game, and Air Force and Arizona State level at 6-6. Bajetti gets a pass over, driving towards the basket, now kicking to the corner. Bajetti for 3, good!
And it's in. Nice three-point shot from the freshman from Finland, Sarah, who actually played for the national team the past summer.
From Espoo, Finland, Sarah Bajetti going to be a big part of this Arizona State team. They're going to play a deep bench this season. You already see the wholesale change, not even 4 minutes into this ball game. From the corner, taking it is Riley Snyder. Air Force grabs the offensive board, coming towards the center. Haley Jones puts up a shot, and it's no good. Tipped up in the air, finally comes down with it. Is Javea Tapley. Tapley, we mentioned, from USC, a grad transfer, started a number of games for the UFC Trojans last year, the majority of their games. Bajetti to the basket for another 2 points. 5 for her early in the first quarter in just a minute of play time. Bajetti represented Finland at the World University Games last summer, and you get a quick look at the 9-4-2 crew. Jones throws a skip pass on over to the other side to Kaylin Immel. Riley Snyder.
And
foul whistled against Arizona State.
Calling a foul on the Devils.
First team foul for the Sun Devils. Foul on Brianna Sanders. Sanders is an interesting case. Is a junior, so definitely one of the older players on this team, but she hasn't actually played that much in her time here at Arizona State as the starters, for the most part, come back into this ball game. Staying in there for Arizona State is number 21, Sydney Caldwell. Charlie told me today that she's going to expect to get everybody in here in the first half, especially with her star guard Robbie Ryan out as Riley Richardson gets the rebound, and she looks to push the pace.
She's alone. Yeah, she's alone.
No one picked her up over half court. She got all the way to the basket but couldn't make the finish. Coming the other way now is Riley Snyder. Takes the shot and drains it.